First of all, what's your name, please?
Kurt Johnson.
How did you find out about the Santa Monica International Film Festival?
Yeah, I've been a supporter of Elevate Films, and they're sharing knowledge for, I'd probably say at least the last decade from when it was probably 2012 or so that I became aware of Mickey and the work that he was doing. And so it was on his social media page that I saw. I was not even aware of the fact that there was a movie, Follow the Silenced. And actually, when I read it fast, of course, you think it says Follow the Science. But then when you understand that it's Follow the Silenced, how curious. And what are those silenced, which is what I came to know today, that there are a group that has been silenced from speaking their truth.
And who are those people? I mean, when you say a group, they didn't come together as a group at first.
Right. Parts of the movie I didn't see because, in fact, I did come late. But as I understand it, these were people that were in some of the trials, in fact, and showing during trial time that there were adverse effects because of this vaccine. They were literally silenced. Their data disappeared, and the information was spun, and they came together. They came together in mass and made a march on the Capitol as well. The whole Stop the Mandate movement that was created, and this movie gives them a voice. This movie doesn't only give them a voice, but it gives them a family and a megaphone to speak up, a family to come together in support, because when you're standing alone saying these things, you are made to think that maybe you're crazy or maybe there's something wrong with you because you're going through this incredible adverse physical situation that you have no idea why it came about, and you're saying, this happened right after I got this shot. I was a perfectly healthy person, now I have this. And when you find out the people that were asking the questions and running the science, and then that so much of it was deleted and redacted and just simply washed away, that's pretty damning, you know? And people don't know. People don't know because the mainstream narrative never let it be part of the discussion, you know?
What about the censorship surrounding it? You refer to the silenced, follow the silenced. Who are the silenced?
Right. Well, if you remember during that time, if you were on social media and you said anything about questioning, you knew a friend that had a shot and then there was something going on with a cardiac issue, or there was a sudden death, or there was whatever the laundry list of side effects and symptoms could be, well reported, you, however, were washed away. When they came together on social media sites, the page would disappear. They wouldn't get a chance to have any voice at all. And then if you spoke up on their behalf, you were also shadow banned or labeled a disinformation or malinformation, that term, you know, all this new stuff that came available and that's still running. That is censorship, that is blocking your First Amendment right to speak your truth, and on things that are being mandated for the masses to take, and children and pregnant ladies and whatever else, when there really wasn't the science to support to say that it's safe and effective and is going to stop the spread. You were totally just ousted by society if you spoke up at all. In me, I remember where I wanted to go to India, and I had to take well, I won't say that you had to, but it was incredibly difficult if you wanted to travel internationally without having to have a vaccine. You had to carry all these different papers. You might get on the plane. They might not let you on the plane, all of that kind of stuff. So there was a time when actually I was going to ask the practitioner to just inject it into a piece of fruit and give me my piece of paper. There were doctors that would do this for you, that where you could find, you know, maybe you pay a friend something and there's this doctor that will do this for you. But finally I did wind up getting the Johnson shot, and then soon after that was taken off the market as well. So I'm glad I didn't get the mRNA. I wasn't interested in that, you know, something that's going to create a spike protein in my system. That was never a thing that I was in support of. If you have the actual virus, or if you can allow natural immunity, I'll go in that direction. I'm not a person to get flu shots. As I was speaking with you earlier, when I was in the military, I took the bare minimum of things that you had to take. But since then, I don't get shots. I don't go for the yearly flu vaccine or anything like that. I believe in natural immunity. I don't believe that every time you touch anything, everything's got to be sterilized and washed down with alcohol. I think that has the opposite effect of what needs to be. So.
Why do you think this is an important film for the public to see?
I would venture to guess that because of all the censorship that went on, that a lot of people don't know the stories of these individuals that are very compelling, and again, backed by science, backed by real science, that this wasn't good. And those that were standing up for those people and lost their jobs and lost their medical licenses and lost their positions in media or whatever it might have been, hopefully this will help vindicate those people and bring us home and let a serious conversation be had, so that we can follow the science after we listen and follow the silenced,
That should be the slogan.
You're welcome.
You said it first.
Check it out. Pleasure.